Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between majestic mountains, there lived a young man named Lucas. Lucas was a thoughtful and curious fellow who had a deep fascination with the human mind and its endless complexities. He devoured books on psychology, philosophy, and neuroscience, eager to unravel the mysteries of consciousness. One evening, as Lucas strolled through the woods near his home, he stumbled upon an old diary lying in a clearing. The diary's pages were brittle, and the elegant handwriting hinted at a time long past. It belonged to a philosopher named Elias, who had lived in the town many years ago. As Lucas delved into the diary, he discovered that Elias, too, had grappled with questions about memory and consciousness. The diary entry spoke of memories that shaped Elias's identity, but also how those same memories could be deceptive and unreliable. This discovery sparked a turning point in Lucas's life. He began his own journey of recording his memories, convinced that this would help him understand his place in the world better. At first, reliving these memories felt like stepping through portals, each one transporting him to a different moment in time. There was the smell of his grandmother's freshly baked cake, the laughter of friends during a summer barbecue, and the comforting sight of his favorite childhood treehouse. But as Lucas continued recording his memories, he noticed something peculiar. Each memory was like a shard of glass, reflecting only fragments of the whole story. He saw his best friend's face, but couldn't remember his name. He felt the warmth of his grandmother's love, but had no recollection of her actual appearance. Puzzled by these fragmented recollections, Lucas started questioning the nature of memory itself. He wondered if these memories were true or merely illusions created by his mind. Were they anchors to his identity, or just chains holding him to a false sense of self? To seek answers, Lucas reached out to friends, asking them to recall shared memories. At first, their responses matched his own recollections, but as they delved deeper, discrepancies emerged. Friends mentioned places and events that Lucas had no memory of. And suddenly he realized that his memories were not the complete truth. They were his truth, but not the absolute truth. This revelation led him to explore further, reading books on memory and consciousness, and joining discussion groups to share his experiences. Through these efforts, Lucas learned that his memories were not just recollections of the past, but also constructions of his consciousness. Each memory was a mosaic tile, fitting uniquely into the larger picture of his life. They didn't have to be 100% accurate to have meaning. What truly mattered was how these memories shaped his emotions, decisions, and ultimately who he was. With newfound understanding, Lucas decided to help others on their own memory journeys. He organized meetups around town where people could share their stories and explore their consciousness. These gatherings became a safe space for all, a place where fragmented memories and feelings of confusion were met with empathy and understanding. Together, they navigated the complexities of memory, recognizing that while individual recollections might be flawed, the collective mosaic offered a richer, more accurate representation of their shared history. As years passed, Lucas's life took on a deeper meaning. He found joy in helping others connect with themselves and their memories. He continued to record his own memories, not to capture a perfect record of the past, but to honor the beautiful, sometimes painful, often humorous journey of life. He learned that within the paradoxes of memory and consciousness, there was a profound truth. The illusions and imperfections were part of what made life rich and meaningful. And by embracing the messy reality of human experience, we could find deeper connections with ourselves and others. And so Lucas's story became intertwined with the memories of many in his town. Together, they formed a community bound by the shared understanding that even in the most fragmented moments, there is beauty, there is meaning, and there is always the opportunity for deeper connection.